damn it.
I'm so sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey guys, hey.
Hey guys, hey, you fucking stink.
How you guys are doing? Yes, you guys are doing, because I stink apparently.
Damn it. It stings the nostrils. God damn it.
60% of the time works every time.
God, 100% of the time for you. Jesus fucking Christ.
She's got a potty mouth on her, doesn't she? Anyway, anyhow, anywho, today's been rough on me. Actually, the last week or so has been rough on me. I went to the gym today. I definitely feel better. The full moon is about to be over with. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus, and his tiniest gold diapers. I very much appreciate the fact that that will be over with, and I can go back to being a little bit less pissy and hysterical at all moments of the day. So, I am still at goal. I'm still where I need to be. I feel okay. Excuse me. It seems that I have my sugar under control. I have my blood pressure under control. I'm able to work longer at the gym. I was able to do quite a bit today, and no, I did not overdo it. I don't stay at the gym 3 or 4 hours anymore. I stay at the gym maybe an hour and a half, sometimes an hour and 45 minutes, waiting on Evelyn to get off work, and then usually I'm walking a couple miles here and there. So I think let's see what I've done today. I have walked, hold on now. Show me how much I walked, please. Sorry, you guys looking at my arm meats. Wait, I need to know how many. So far, I've walked 3 miles today, but it's not all I'll have done, but that's what I've gotten so far. So, I want to talk about something that a lot of people don't talk about, and it is one of the most god-awful, horrific pains I can even imagine people having to go through. And people go through it alone because, number one, they're embarrassed and they don't want to talk about it, and they don't want to go to the doctor for it because, again, it's embarrassing. A lot of people get it when they have babies. A lot of people get it after weight loss surgery because either A, I have chronic diarrhea, or B, people have they're dehydrated and they will have constipation. So I'm going to talk to you about anal fissures and hemorrhoids. Now, if this is something that you don't want to listen to, well, you know where that red X is, and you can see me next time. But considering that I'm dealing with it, and I've been dealing with it for probably a couple weeks now, I'm telling you about it and what I'm doing for it and what you can do for it, because it is one of the most god-awful, horrible, horrendous pains I have ever had to deal with on a constant basis. You don't realize how often you squeeze, not thinking about squeezing your sphincter muscle. When you breathe in and out, you're unconsciously squeezing your sphincter muscle. When you squeeze your stomach muscles, when you're working out or doing any of that, you are constantly holding you're holding your sphincter muscles. So a fissure is a small tear on the outside of your rectum, on the very outside layer. So the inside of the rectum is where you can get hemorrhoids. You can either get hemorrhoids up inside of it, or you can get hemorrhoids that protrude out. Hemorrhoids are a small vein that becomes inflamed, and they are very, very painful. And you can have them what's called a thrombose or a thrombosis hemorrhoid, where it could actually be very dangerous if you don't take care of it correctly, and it could pop. And if it did that, you could bleed out and die. So I'm just putting that out there. A lot of people won't talk about shit like that. Ha, shit, see what I said? Pun intended. A lot of people don't want to talk about this stuff because it's weird. And, well, I'm weird, so there you go. I have been dealing, since I got the distal, with constant diarrhea. Now, when I switched over to the bariatric vitamins that my doctor wanted me to, which is called Berry Life, it has a lot of iron, it has a lot of calcium, it has a lot of stuff in it, so it made my stool harder than it had been. So, of course, you know, I've had these problems before, and they were taken care of with Miralax. So I really hadn't had hemorrhoids or any problems until I got my distal done. And it wasn't very long until, you know, I had a constipation bout, and by God, it broke it open and gave me a gigantic hemorrhoid and also the fissure. Well, I now have 2 fissures, and they are very hard to get rid of. They are very hard to get rid of because every time you go to the bathroom, it opens it back up. So it has stuff scraping up against it. Every single solitary time you go to the bathroom, it hurts. And it doesn't just hurt a little bit. I'm in tears. I'm miserable. Like, every time, like, I sit on my side, or I try to lay down, or, you know, and it feels like I'm pooping glass. Like, even though, you know, I have soft stools, it feels like I'm legitimately pooping out, like, shards of glass. Because it's hitting that cut over and over and over again. And, of course, it's getting acid and whatever waste in that just, you know, wide open cut. And then, of course, you know, if you have a hemorrhoid too, well, you have to, the poop has to pass the hemorrhoid. So this is a shitty conversation, but it's also true. So, you know, you have things like Preparation H. You have things like sitz baths, where you actually kind of sit on the toilet and spray warm water back there or cold water back there or whatever to kind of just clean it, and because it becomes inflamed. And since I have a distal bypass, I have not had an NSAID in over 5 years because it could give me an ulcer. So we're not going there. I don't care how bad my butt hurts. So this is something that plagues me. And even though I work out and I walk and all that, I'm still absolutely fucking miserable. I just choose to keep going through because there's really nothing else I can do. So yesterday, yesterday Evelyn went to the pharmacy down here, not pharmacy, but BX, and bought me, you know, some hemorrhoid cream. She brought me, you know, the hemorrhoid paste, like 2 or 3 kinds, and, you know, I've been keeping Tux pads, and I even have 2% lidocaine gel. That's how bad mine get, is that I've been prescribed lidocaine gel, but it doesn't help. So every time I go to the bathroom, you know, I'm dreading it, and so I'm not relaxed. My entire body's tense because it's gonna hurt. It always hurts. It feels like I'm shitting out glass. It's miserable. And so that only makes it worse. When you dread going to the bathroom, that only makes the experience worse. So, you know, I did a whole bunch of research. The stuff that, you know, you can use Desitin, you can use stuff with camphor in it, you can use the vasoconstrictors, which is the Preparation H. You can use those to try to help heal it. Stuff with aloe helps to heal it. But it takes a long fucking time to heal these things because, number one, they're in your butt, and you use your butt every day. Well, with the distal, I don't use my butt just once. I use my butt 4, 5, 6, 7 times sometimes. And you can imagine how horrible that is for somebody like me, having to reopen that cut every single solitary day, 6 or 7 times a day. So I have to talk about it because I don't want other people thinking that, you know, they're going through this alone, because you're not. There are people out here just like me that are dealing with this and trying to combat this, and this is all you can do. Well, I feel better keeping a Tux pad and some of the hemorrhoid cream like pressed up against it. So as long as I'm keeping that area protected with the creams and the paste, then, you know, it's better for me. It feels better for me. Because if it dries out, you know, if you allow that to dry out, if you're wiping too hard and stuff like that, that can actually irritate it even more. So yesterday, and I'm being honest with you, I did not leave this bed because every like 5 or 6 minutes, if that, it would stab me. That one cut would send a shock through my body. And I would just, oh God, oh. And like I called Evelyn when she got off work. I mean, just crying my eyes out. I was like, I can't take this anymore. When you go and look up anal fissure and you talk to your doctor about it, it's one of the worst pains you can deal with. So it was horrible. It is actually fucking miserable to deal with stuff like this because it's not an easy fix. Like, you can have Botox injections, you can have it, you know, laser surgery, but even that, you know, that's a huge surgery where they have to go in there and try to fix all that, and that doesn't mean you won't get more. That just means they take care of that one. You could put nitrate on it. That's something you get from your doctor, and it'll help it sometimes, but it doesn't mean it's going to take care of it all the time. You know, there's lidocaine gel, but lidocaine gel takes a long time to get fixed. Long ass time to get fixed. Not fixed, I mean like work. So the gel can actually take quite the fucking while to work. So for me, that doesn't help me, you know, because when I wake up in the morning and I have to go, my body doesn't give me like 10 minutes to put some lidocaine gel on it and be like, okay, well, we can wait. No, I don't get to wait. Like, I have to go, and I have to go immediately when I wake up. I try so hard not to wake up before Evelyn, but a lot of times she wakes me up. Her alarms and stuff wakes me up, and then that wakes up my stomach, and that means that I have to immediately go to the bathroom. And so I don't have time to prepare for anything, and it's miserable. So, again, if you have hemorrhoids or anal fissures or you have anything like that, there are things that can help you. You are absolutely not alone in it. You know, you don't have to, you know, be embarrassed and sad and, you know, think you're the only person in the whole wide world that this stuff happens to, because it happens to a lot of us, and most people won't talk about it. Getting a squatty potty can help, because it raises some of that pressure off that area. I definitely recommend squatty potty. I have one at the other house. I have one here. This damn toilet here is too low to the ground, number one, and it's angled fucking weird. It's angled this way. So instead of like our normal toilet, it's angled like down. These damn toilets are weird. And it's almost on the ground. For somebody like me, I might as well be squatting on the floor. So it makes things just a little harder for me. But, you know, I'm working on it, and I wanted to come and share how I'm dealing with it, just in case somebody else out here is dealing with it, or you know a better way of fixing it, and can give me some more ideas. So I have yammered enough. I worked out. I'm tired. I have to go get a new card tomorrow for obvious things here on the base, and I love your beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. I will have a teeny tiny grocery haul tomorrow. I'm cooking a big, gigantic, well, I'm helping to cook a big, gigantic thing on the 1st. You guys will be able to see. I could probably, you know, film some of that for you. And I'll talk to you guys later. So I love you. I love your faces. Bye.